I feel like you could definitely reach out to Epic Games because how many hours did you spend on that?
Not very many, to be honest.
Uh,
Yeah, I definitely
they
tried
don't
to
care
grind
then,
it.
dog. They don't.
Yeah, I tried to grind it at the last second.
That's
Like
funny.
the last second, tried to grind that shit, but you know, what's happened has happened.
That's so funny, bro. Yeah, that kind of
Yeah.
blows, dude. I watched a movie last night. It's called oh my god, hold up, let me look it up. It's a war movie on Netflix that I came across, bro, and it has Liam Hemsworth, Russell Crowe. Um,
Damn.
it's called Land of Bad, bro. I'm only halfway through it. But because I got really
Halfway
tired.
through it.
I'm only halfway through it. But dude,
What does that mean? You fall asleep?
dude, I was getting way too tired. I was like, this movie's way too good for me to like want to pass out on. And
I
dude,
guess fair.
so good, bro. It just the first half is like it's the way that they just number one. I mean, the camera work, cinematography, bro. Put that on your list. It's called Land of Bad on Netflix, dude. It's so good. All the all the acting, Land of Bad. All the acting's really good. Basically what it is, it's like these guys, these group of like four guys, go into this, I think Southeast Asia, and they are trying to get back a CIA guy that I believe is being held in prison there. And they go to this compound by this like big, that's like ran by this big Russian spy guy. And so they get there and oh no, you see him, and then like it all goes to hell, and they're like the rest of the movie is like him trying to get out of the whole thing. It's really good so far. Like I said, I'm only halfway. Honestly, from the beginning of the movie to halfway in, it's only like an hour and like maybe 10 minutes. It feels like a whole movie, so that's kind of cool. So I'm really curious. Like you can make a whole movie out of it. Not like there's a fifth and sixth act, unlike. But it does feel like it's it does feel like it could be a movie on its own. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool. So I'm really excited to see like what that second half is. But watch it, dude. I know you like army and war movies too. So you'll like this one. It's pretty clean.
Cool.
And it's pretty graphic
I
too.
fucks with that.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
With that, brother.
Yes, sir. But yeah, watch that. Watch the Joe Rogan special on Saturday. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, I heard people were like getting mad at people making jokes.
He made some pretty wild jokes. Yeah, it's jokes, dude. It's jokes. You know, that's what comedy is. You know, you're gonna make somebody mad with every joke you do. You know, that's just how it is, brother.
Man. It's just
that's
ridiculous.
how it is.
It's ridiculous these days. But
what's funny though is I'm usually not a big fan of his comedy. I think his comedy is pretty stupid because it's like it's for like you have to be high when you're like watching it. It's built because he writes all his stuff while he's high on like mushrooms or weed, whatever it is, and he's on like on stuff when he does his stuff. So it's like it's funny if you're also high, But for me, it's like I just never liked it. And then but this special is actually really good, so I would definitely check it out, bro. It's pretty funny, but.
Good for him.
But yeah, it was my weekend, bro. What you been up to, baby? I know you had class. How did that go? In the hurricane.
Yeah, it was good. We just did our thing. Yeah, no, it was good. After that, I came back, hung out with Wiley before he left.
Oh yeah, is he gone?
He's gone.
When did he leave? The 3rd?
Sunday. It was 3rd or 4th. I can't remember. The 4th. Or what's today?
The 6th. So yeah, the 4th.
The 4th.
Dang, bro. I would have went and seen him one more time.
Yeah. He'll be back. He'll be back.
That, bro.
Don't worry.
Was
He'll
he
be
sad?
Back in like a month or two.
Was he depressed?
Yeah, we're always sad.
Yeah, damn. What?
We're always sad. Yeah, no, but yeah, so we hung out and then now it's just kind of been like chilling.
Yeah.
We saw the movie with Joe yesterday.
Yes.
Yes.
Dude, we got Sunday is when we watched it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or was it yesterday?
No, it was yesterday.
Was it yesterday? Oh man, that's crazy. Yeah, yesterday we went and watched. Oh, bro. Number one, we got soaked. All right, so we get
soaked
down
for no goddamn reason.
So look, we have a hurricane who just hit Florida, basically, right? We're obviously in Central Florida.
Debbie.
Yes, sir. Hit on the West Coast, which is really rare that it came that close. But anyway, hit Tampa, hit the West Coast, whatever, and we got bands. We just got bands after bands, bro. And then so for the past like 3 days, it's been pouring down rain all day, and it's kind of sucked. And it's bands, so like the bands last for like 5 minutes, if that. But it's really bad. It's really windy, really rainy. And we get out of this movie because we go to Universal City Walk in Orlando, and we get out of the movie.
Don't start showing up there, people.
No, yeah, stop. Don't come in. But anyway, so we get out of the movie, and I look at Brayden and Joe, and I'm like, yo, I gotta show you this cool thing. And what I'm talking about is like at Universal, they have a new theme park opening up called Epic Universe, and it has like 5 different worlds. You got Nintendo World, you got like a horror world, you got it's like Celestial Park. You have How to Train Your Dragon. Did I already say Nintendo World?
Yeah.
Harry Potter?
I think that was the last one.
Yeah, I think maybe. I don't know. But there's like, we got 5 worlds or whatever there. And they have like the whole, like, I don't know what you want to call it. There's a name for it. Like a whole blueprint 3D map in this big building. And you can like see all the roller coasters. They have everything mapped out. Looks pretty clean, dude.
Super clean.
So
Super freaking cool.
It's really cool. So we walk out and I'm like, yo, you guys want to go to this? They're like, yeah. I'm like, all right, it's raining a little bit. Like, I'll be fine. Bro, it's literally a minute walk from where we were, if that, dude. And we start walking that way and it just starts pouring down rain,
like,
dude.
as we were walking there, it started getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse.
Yeah.
And then we get in there, soaking wet, walk around for maybe, 2 minutes?
2 minutes.
Walk out, no rain.
No rain at all,
No
bro.
rain.
Not even sprinkling.
Nothing. I was like, bro, had we waited fucking 3 minutes?
Yep.
But whatever. I like a little bit of the rain.
A little bit. Look, it gonna rain. It gonna rain.
It gonna rain today, baby. It gonna rain today, baby.
Oh, man. Oh, dude, that's so funny.
Tell him, boy. Tell him.
Oh, dude. Yeah, so that was fun. So
M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong.
we went and watched M. Night's new movie, man. Trap. With one of my favorite 90s actors and early 2000s actors, Mr. Josh Hartnett. Dude's an absolute legend. I know him from The Faculty in Halloween H2O, and he was in oh my god, Pearl Harbor.
I'm trying to think.
What do you know him from?
Dude.
Let me look it up.
There's a few good ones.
I know him from Pearl Harbor as well, but he was in Oppenheimer. That's kind of recent.
Dude, that's where I remember him from.
Yeah. Oh, Black Hawk Down. Yeah, down.
You know what's so funny? He's also in Bernie the Dolphin.
I wish, dude. I wish, dog. Yeah, he had some hits back in the 90s, bro. Some hits. Blow Dry. Oh, yeah, he had a lot going on. Anyway, so Josh Hartnett, man, absolute legend from the 90s and 2000s. I grew up watching him. And he comes back in a big-time role, man, in this new M. Night Shyamalan movie. Basically what it is he plays a character. What do you remember his name?
Cooper.
So Cooper is a dad who takes his daughter to a concert for what was her name? Like Black Spider or something?
No, Lady Raven.
Lady Raven.
Do you know what's really funny?
Raven and Spider.
That's M. Night's daughter.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
No way, dude.
Yeah, I saw a post about it. Yeah, it's his daughter.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They look nothing alike.
I know, right? She's so beautiful.
What's the wife look like? Hold up, wait,
Bro, I'm telling you right now, though,
mom?
that's why the singer had so much plot armor.
Yeah. M. Night, yeah, daughter pops right up. Okay, spouse. Oh my god, she looks just like her mom. Oh my god. Oh my god. She is that's crazy. Wait, that's...
Holy crap.
No, was that his wife?
Wait. No, yeah,
That's definitely
his wife. No, his wife is on the right.
Are you
I found the
sure?
picture.
Dog, they look so identical, bro. Oh my god. You're right.
There's pictures of them with the family
You're
where
right.
like
They look so identical, bro. Oh my god. That's crazy. That's crazy. So yeah, I guess the daughter. I didn't even notice that.
insane, my friend. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
just sent you a text. That was yeah.
That's fucking hilarious, dude. I love that.
Sorry.
I love that. I love that.
Anyways, back to the potty. Um. Yeah, dude. So that's the daughter. Sorry, not the. Why is it people text me right now, dude? So definitely not the wife. Definitely the daughter. Crazy. That's like a copy and paste. She actually did pretty good.
Right.
I don't know if that's her first film, but I thought she did pretty good in it, man. So anyways, he takes his daughter to this concert for Spider what?
Lady Raven.
Raven. No, I keep going Spider. Sorry. Because
Oh my God! It's Tobey Maguire.
Get out the way! I can't see the car.
I can't see the microphone, motherfucker. Get out the way.
Oh man. Oh man.
There's cars, motherfucker.
Oh man. Oh man.
Thank you, Joby. Thank you, Joby. Thank you, Spider Lady Raven. Lady Spider Raven.
The reason I keep saying Spider Lady is because she got in her like performance. There was webs that came down. Remember?
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. So, Raven, Lady Raven. She's the performer for this concert. I don't even know, dude. Russ makes an appearance. Kid Cudi makes an appearance. We have a lot of cameos in this film. I know M. Night had his daughter.
Dude, I was
crazy.
like, M. Night even cameo in the fucking thing.
Facts, dude. He even made a cameo, which, by the way, is so stupid. So stupid. He's like, yeah, my daughter has leukemia.
He's like, where are your seats, man?
So stupid. Anyway, so with all this going on, he goes to this concert. This concert's actually a big trap. The singer's on, and with it, there's cops, FBI's there. And the reason this is a trap is because our man himself, what's his name?
Cooper
is a serial killer on the loose that they're trying to find. So that's kind of an issue. I think how many people is it? 13 kills?
He was I was like 12 or 13, yeah.
Yeah. So over 10 kills. Killed kids at a playground. That picture was pretty crazy. He's obviously an insane serial killer. And he eventually finds out pretty quickly that this whole thing's a trap. And most of the movie, or at least we thought most of the movie at the time, was going to be taking place in this concert with him trying to escape. So he's constantly trying to find ways out. He's looking for different escape measures. Pretty interesting stuff.
No, very interesting.
And as we know, he is a escape artist by the end of this film. But it's a really cool concept, though. It's a really fun concept of there's no plot twist that he is an actual killer. He's a serial killer right from the get-go, basically. Yeah. Which is really cool, you know what I mean? And I mean, really, they explain it to you 20 minutes into the film. You know what I mean? So pretty much right away. So it's almost like a first person thing of you're alongside Cooper and you want him to escape, which is pretty cool that they made you kind of feel for him because I
Yeah,
wanted him to
yeah.
escape. I want him to kill and escape, and
Yeah,
so that was really cool.
by the end of it, me and Logan, we were like, dude, honestly, just I want this motherfucker to kill everyone at this point.
Dude, we were both Billy McGuire or Bully McGuire at the end of this, bro. We were we were yelling at the screen, bro.
Dude, when the
Brayden
family's
was.
in the front of the car, get out of the
I can't see the cars coming.
way. Oh God.
No, but
Well,
yeah, good.
here's the thing with this movie. This is, I feel like, a good way to start it. This movie started so good. Like, I was so involved. I really liked the story. There was just like up to a certain degree where I started losing it. And then like it was that type of thing where it's like, okay, you almost lost me, but you've done good still. Like, end it here. Okay, you're losing me again. But no, now you did this. Okay, just end it here now. Now you're like fucking really losing me. Now just fucking end the movie. Jesus fucking Christ. Pardon my French, not in God's name. What is going on? End the movie. And then they ended the movie. And I'm like, bro, dude, what are you doing? All the love because it was so good for so long.
Yeah,
And then it was just like, what did you need? What was the necessary from all that, you know?
this movie did not know how to end. I mean,
It
there's
felt a little
like
repetitive.
Braden's not even joking, dude. This movie had probably, which they did on purpose for some reason. This movie probably had 5 different endings. Literally 5.
Yeah.
Literally 5, counting the very end. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like because the basically at this point, I mean, this is a spoiler review, so you guys have seen it. Unless you haven't seen it and you're watching this, which thank you, but that's kind of crazy. Go watch it. Go check it out. Anyway, so after he eventually finds a way to get out of the concert, and basically he's outside of the concert now, and he's escaping different situations that he's in, and it's just like, bro, like it's crazy. He's in a car. He gets out of the car. He's in a house. He finds a way out of the house. There's one other
dude.
one.
Oh, I'll give you every bullet point real
All right, go
quick
ahead.
because
Go
we'll
through
go
it.
to the positives.
Yeah.
I like the movie, guys. You know what I mean? But this is just where this is pretty much my only negative to the movie. I will sum it up all in the next 10 minutes right here. Not even. So here we go. Gets through the entire thing. He knows he's getting like more and more like, you know, they're getting closer to catching him, but he's done his part. He's getting out. He's at the very end. All he has to do is leave, but now he's realized they're gonna do a security check. So he's like, okay, the best idea is to pull Lady Raven aside. So I'm sitting here thinking that he's gonna give her some like spiel of like, hey, can you come back to the house? Like, it means a lot, da da da. No, he goes in there and he starts talking to her and he starts freaking out, and then he starts talking about carbon monoxide, and she's like, why are you telling me this? And then he lets her know that he's a fucking butcher, and he's like, oh, you've caught me, so we're gonna walk our happy asses out of here together so they don't check me. So then that's exactly what happens. They leave, which I'm already like, that was my first negative, truly. I didn't really like have any negatives until this point, maybe besides the little girl. No offense, little girl. You were great. You played your part fantastic. I was just a little annoyed by you. But,
Yeah.
so yeah, no, so they leave, and I'm already kind of annoyed because I'm like, that's probably like, why do we think that's the smartest thing to do? Because like now she knows you, you know what I mean? All of these things, you know what I mean? They're in the car. Then she's like, "Oh, like let's go back to the house." And then it's instantly you're like, "Oh shit, why are you doing that?" You know, she wants to find out where he lives, so even if she doesn't, you know, she can like tell on him. Okay, I actually kind of this is where I said they veered me back in. I'm kind of like, okay, well, like now she's got like, you know, the upper hand. I think this is interesting. We go back to the house. We're at the house. You know, she starts talking a little, you know, wild about the butcher. He stands up and he's like, you gotta go. Then she's like, let me play a song. Well, then she takes the phone from the daughter when she sits down so that she could take Cooper's phone to then run in the bathroom and lock herself in. Which at this point, I'm just like, dude, what the hell? What is going on? He's sitting there banging on the door. Everyone's screaming. Now they're like, what are you doing? He's like, I just want my phone. Let me get my phone. and she's in there. She starts an Instagram live and starts describing. She talks to Spencer. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I want to preface how much time she had. She pulls out the phone. She's crying. She finds Spencer, asks him his name, finds out like where he is, anything he remembers, pulls up an Instagram live, gets these people on here, is able to ask people in the local area if they were in like Philadelphia, what if they live near any of these things. She finds a comment of someone who lives across the street, and she's like, "Go save somebody. Somebody's down there." Da 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 da. Then finally, out of nowhere, he finally gets the key. This OCD guy that should know where everything is finally gets his key. If not, I thought he was gonna break down the
Oh,
door.
that's
Opens
true.
the door
You're right.
finally,
Yeah.
right? Opens the door, and I loved this part. I really liked how he was like aggressive, but he was like really trying to be calm. And then he was like, "Hand me my phone," and I was like, "Damn, that's crazy." Like I was expecting more. At this point, I'm like, perfect ending for me. Let's see her get butchered up right fucking now, man. Course, when I found out after that it was M. Night's
Your daughter.
daughter, I realized why that didn't happen. But then this is where I'm like, the movie could have ended right here. They get in the car. He's like, you're going to do exactly what I say. Well, I'm like, me and Logan are both like, where's the family? As he opens the garage, I'm expecting the police. It's his family standing in front of the garage. And so now I'm sitting here and I'm like, what the hell is going on? She gets out of the car. He lets Lady Raven get out of the car and join the family. And I'm just sitting here. I'm like, what is your game here? The FBI pulls up. He goes around. He starts like tidying things up. I'm like, what's the angle? He goes through the tunnel. And then I'm like, okay, now I'm just like in this mindset of like, this movie should have probably ended twice already. But I kind of like, if they do this right, maybe they could end it right. He comes out of nowhere. He's like, I'll take it from here. He's dressed up as an FBI agent because he went through the tunnel under his house to the neighbor's house. He gets in the car with Lady Raven and starts driving away. And literally, I told Logan, I said, a perfect ending. It would have cut to like a first person, him turning the mirror onto his face, and we see it's him, and they drive away, and then like music plays, and then that's credits. Would have been super cool. It sets you up for a sequel if you really want that. Kind of gives you like a mysterious ending. Well, no, no. There's three more endings after this, everybody. Let me speed up the process. Then we get out there, he gets out, cuffs her in the car, and he's like, "Hey, it's me. We're not finished here." Gets back in the car, they're driving away. Doesn't cuff her good enough, so she's able to get to the window, put the window down, and this is where I'm like, what are we trying to do? What is the gain here? So then she gets out of the car. There's people surrounding them. He can't get through. FBI pulls up behind them, and then he's like, "Get out of the car, get out of the car." They shoot through the window to find out that Cooper is no longer in there. It's just a decoy. Cooper's now sitting here. We see half of his face, and he's disguised, and he's freaking out. He's freaking out. He's trying not to get
M.
caught.
Night
Turns
loved that
around.
shot.
I actually like that shot a
He
lot.
used it. It's cool,
But
but
he used it a
he
lot.
loved the half face shot a lot.
Yeah.
And it seems
Yeah.
like he did it at certain points. I just don't know. I'm still trying to think of like what the imagery is, or not the
Yeah,
imagery.
right.
The symbolism is.
100%. And this is right to the end here, pretty much. So he goes over, he walks away, and I'm like sitting here. I'm like, now this is where the movie ends. Cooper finally escaped. So smart. Like, I understand now, like, why they elongated it. Lady Raven's safe. They wanted to keep her alive. He's escaping. Now it's like this, again, a cool, mysterious ending. We don't know where he's going, but he's still out there in the world. No. We cut back to the fucking house with the wife. And he comes back home. He comes back home. We know as the audience, we know there's two cruisers out front. So I'm sitting here and I even asked them, I'm like, aren't the cops there? I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, why have we not ended this movie? Just to find out, we had to do this whole grand setup that Mama Bear was the one that sent him into the FBI. She was the fucking snitch all along. That was the point. That's why we had to continue this whole time to find out Mama Bear was a snitch. That she was like, oh, I noticed his behavior was weird. Then, something completely stupid in my opinion, he hears his mother from the other side of the room. I don't think that whole idea is stupid, but it's stupid because they never explain it. All I know is we see this old lady a few times through the movie. Lady Raven's clearly briefed on how to talk to him like his mother did, like a Jason Voorhees type thing to like make him lose his shit. We don't know anything about her though. We don't know shit.
Nope.
We don't know shit. So then he starts walking to the door, and he's walking to the door, and then I know he gets tased from two sides. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just so annoyed at this point because we're honestly rooting for him, like Logan said. He goes over, claws somebody's eyes out, and I'm like, God, this guy's a
That's
beast.
cool. Yeah.
Turns around. I'm like, why can't we get a butcher scene? Like, why can't I see someone get clawed up right now, bro?
Mhm.
Then tased down, gets arrested. He's like, let me say goodbye to my, like, can I have a moment? Picks up his bike. We see him like touch the bike, give it a little rub. His daughter comes over and hugs him. He gets put in the back of this police cruiser. And as the movie's ending, we see Cooper pull out a little fucking like little lockpick tool from the that he took from the spike, or is it sport? What is it? The thing of the bike?
It's a something. Joe said it.
Yeah. Joe
It
said it right.
it's spy. I'll look it up.
Where the tires
A
are.
spoke,
A spoke, I
I
think.
think. I don't know. I'll look it up.
But yeah, he basically took a lock picking tool from that, and you see him unlock his thing at the end, and he starts giggling, and then it ends. And I'm sitting here pretty annoyed, guys, because it's like
Yeah, it's a spoke.
you have a clear ending so many times. You had a clear ending so many times. It could have ended at the concert when they left. It could have ended um when he captured her and he was about to drive away when the family was there. He could have ended it when he went through the tunnel and, ended up with his limo. He could have ended it when they shot out the limo and he was walking away. They could have, but then they decide to end it with him unlocking him. And this is what I said to Logan. I'm like, you could have at least added another scene of like when like the police coming out back to open the door and the hatch is like swinging open and like they open and he's gone. Like that would have been made more sense because what are you trying to set up with the fact that we know he's in an armored truck, he's going to prison. Yeah, he's unlocked himself and he's laughing because he like, he knows he's on top still. That's kind of the whole thing that they're trying to say is like he's still ahead of the game. But it's like that's a fucking armored truck. How is he getting that door unlocked? Is he picking the lock from the inside? Cool if he does, but like at least let us see that. Because like at least you had so many different exits where it was like the same type of feel that you want to give, where it's like, oh, we don't know like where he's going, what's gonna happen. We just know that he's escaping. This one, it's like, what do you like? What's the point?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. And so that's my rant. Those are my negatives.
No,
That's the only problem I have with the movie.
you're right on all that. And the one thing that I think I hate so much, and the reason that they did not want to end the movie is they wanted the big reveal. M. Night wanted his big plot twist moment. And plot twists work when you have a build up to them, right? I'm not saying you got to, obviously the point of a plot twist is that you don't know what's going to happen, but there's a build up to it. We did not have any character development at all with the wife. At all. We didn't know anything about her. We didn't have a full scene of just, at least not even a scene of character development with her, except for
Nothing
the one
with
where
the mom.
What?
I was like, nothing with the mom either.
Well, that's what I'm. Yeah, nothing with the mom either. But like the big plot twist is the wife moment, and that needs to be the big defining moment of this film. And that's the reason that, like you said, he went back to the house. It's the reason he did all of this, and it's like that should be a big defining moment. And you can't make that a defining moment when you have no connection to this character. You could have picked one of the police officers. Honestly, it would have been even better if there was a connection with the FBI lady, because they had her in this movie so much. Why not do something like that?
And we didn't even get an explanation on her as well.
Maybe the
either.
daughter.
We just know.
I don't know, something.
I don't know,
bro.
I don't know.
That was a dumb idea. But I'm just saying something that would have like been a more effective. And then the thing with the mom, like you were saying, makes zero sense, dude. You have no build up to this mom. You have no explanation with your mom. I don't even care about the build up. Screw the build up. At least wrap it up.
Explanation. Yes.
At least
at the end in that monologue, all it was a bunch of bullshit. Like, no offense, pardon my French, guys. It was like it didn't even explain anything. She was just like speaking a whole bunch of nonsense. And then it was like, what am I supposed to like feel bad now or something? I'm confused.
So Josh Hartnett takes off his shirt for the, mom fan base that grew up watching him, and he walks out after getting tased multiple times with a Jason Voorhees plaid shirt. It was definitely an omen to Friday the 13th. I get it, but it was like he sent the final draft to the studio, and the studio was like, just add this. And he's like, all right, cool. And honestly, that's what I felt like. It felt like he had this script written out, and the studio just said, like, you gotta do something else here, and that's what he did. Like, it feels like such an add-on. It's not even funny. It literally
I
feels like
feel
you're
you.
adding a trailer onto a car. And you know what I mean? And that's what happened in this film. And it just like it didn't add anything to it. It just made us more confused. You're already mad at this point because he should have the movie should have ended 5 times to this point. There's just a lot of that going on. That's pretty annoying.
And it was things that just felt repetitive too. Like
Very
you went back to
repetitive.
the house twice where he escaped the house. You know what I mean? Or not escaped the house twice, but we had like 2 scenes of the same thing getting stormed in the house.
Yeah.
You get 2 different scenes of him in the limo. It's just like we don't need all of that,
No.
bro. Like it's just boring me now. And
Yep.
that's like I don't know.
I agree. There's no this it's
No chum.
chum. Where's the plane? I don't get it. I
Where's
don't
the
get
plane?
it. There's a lot of moments that just didn't really make any sense to me and just felt very, like you said, repetitive, very soulless. And it just felt like they were just doing it to do it. And maybe there's something we're missing. Maybe there's, I don't know. I feel like we picked up on
Yeah.
everything, but I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
kind
trying
of
to
our
think.
biggest negatives is like what that was all about, because none of that just made any sense. Also, the stuff. Listen, I'm usually someone who can drop the reality curtain and just like enjoy a movie for what it is. But dude, the stuff that he got away with was crazy.
Crazy.
Getting the spoke out of the bicycle wheel is crazy. You have
Crazy.
50 cops standing there staring at you, and he gets that off. What? He's
Dude,
got
knocking
that.
the girl down the stairs at the beginning.
Knocking the girl down the stairs is insane to me. She was drunk, she was stumbly, I get it, but you have
Putting the
thousands
glass
of people.
bottles in the restaurant thing in the greaser.
That made zero sense. You don't
No
even
one
see him
saw
do
this?
that. You don't even see him do that. You see him like put on the apron or whatever. But that makes zero sense.
Because even the roof, I felt like was almost the most realistic. Like he got lucky,
Yes.
he had the card, and he was just like he played his card right. He was like, I was just nervous, and like actually like something happened, right?
Yeah, but that was probably the most realistic. But then you have the guy that just tells him all this information and brings him to the back. How unrealistic is that? Do you really think a employee anyways, guys, he runs into this employee who is selling shirts, right? And he tries to get a shirt for his daughter, but this other girl wanted it first, whatever. So he gives it to the other girl, and the guy's like, "Hey, you're a cool dude," which didn't
Well, that
really
was a
make
cool
any
scene.
sense.
I forgot about that character.
He's
This is a
cool.
positive. This guy's a positive. We're going into the good things here.
It's a positive, but there's also a negative aspect to it that I wanted to get to. But he's like, "Yeah, I'll give you guys come back in 10 minutes. I'll put a shirt aside for your daughter." So he comes back and he's like, "Hey, there you are, dude." He's like, "Yo, actually, I didn't restock it yet. I gotta go into the back. I gotta get another batch of clothes. Do you want to go with me?" What does that mean? What that doesn't make any sense. He's
That would
like,
never
he's like,
happen.
he's like, "Bro, I can go with you." He's like, "Okay, that you have to be an authorized person to be back there." That doesn't make any sense. Listen, once again, it's little things like that. I get it. I get it's a film, and you gotta stretch your imagination to make things happen. I understand that. But that just seemed very crazy to me. And he told him everything, by the way. Just dropped everything, which I get that that's probably not that guy's like main job or whatever. You know what I mean? But that just seems crazy to me, dude. Like, just dropped everything, told him every passcode, told him who the guy, like, it's stupid. And it built up to a funny moment at the end where he's sitting on the couch after, what's his name? Cooper gets caught, and he's like, "Cooper!" And he's like, the whole time he's like, I helped him. So it's like, that was kind of funny, but there's a lot of stuff that you just had to kind of, that was a good moment as like a post-credit scene, but you just really, there's a lot of moments where you're like, okay, dude, like, and there's some that are really, really bad, but you got to stretch your imagination for films sometimes. I get that, but yeah, I mean, overall though, like this was kind of a negative for me. Brayden didn't think so, so I'll just kind of touch on it real quick. I love Josh Hartnett. I think he's amazing. But I just felt like sometimes throughout this film, it just felt like they were really overdoing the, like, psycho, feel. Like, he'd be like this, and then be very kind of chill. I like this too. And it just felt very, like, I don't know. It felt like a 90s movie in a bad way. if that makes sense. It just felt very over the top and like just when at moments it didn't feel. Here's the thing: if I felt like this movie was kind of a parody and didn't need to be taken too seriously, I would have appreciated that. But I feel like the tone of this movie was serious, right? The M Night wanted the audience to be drawn in and engaged and be serious, and because of that, there was just a lot of moments that even you said there was a couple of moments for you where it just felt like it was just like very overdoing it, and the dialogue was just very like
Yeah.
hey, what no, never. It just felt very like I don't know. I didn't like it at all. But then Josh Hartnett has some great moments as the killer too. You know what I mean? Where he was very subtle. It was more of the subtle stuff. But there was other moments where like he was kind of crazy and trying to play the crazy guy, and I hated that. And that happened quite a bit throughout the film. So
Yeah, no. I mean, no, me and Logan were talking about this yesterday because I felt like opposite. I felt like I don't know, I really liked his performance. I do agree with him though a lot. A lot of it is the subtleness because I felt like Logan made a great point with this. The moments he isn't speaking are his best moments, which is so weird. And I honestly like going back again. This is another thing Logan said. It was man was speaking facts. Um, it might have just been the writing. Like it didn't really feel like it was him. Like you know what I mean, or like someone was maybe telling him to do some of the things, but like sometimes I agree. That's where I was like, there's times where it was just like, ugh. But I liked a lot of his moments, and I said I could feel him telling the story through his like eyes and his face, which I really appreciated. Um, and yeah, I don't know. I thought it was a good take. Like I thought it was a good take on a serial killer. Like I wouldn't, as stupid as it sounds, like if it wasn't so long and dumb again, I would like to see a sequel from it. But if it wasn't like so, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Skip the bullshit ending type thing. I could see another ending where he's like maybe just trying to see his kids again and he's doing
right.
all this like shit just to see them and it ends there. Like I wouldn't be opposed to that. I thought it was cool. I thought he did a good job. I'd like to see the character again.
Screw it. Do another movie where he's trying to get out of the prison. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
something
And
like that.
escape. And we talked about that. Like that'd be cool. But yeah, there was just a lot of moments that just felt very I don't know, very weird. But like you said, there was also great moments where he wasn't talking. That the movie felt like it was taking itself more serious, and you could see it in his eyes. But it's when he opened his mouth and some of the dialogue, like you said, just felt very like, you know, it's like they didn't trust the actor. I'm not saying this is what they did. I'm just saying it's what it felt like as a viewer. They didn't trust the actor to portray it himself. It almost felt like they needed to go out and say this stuff. Does that make sense? Rather than let the
Yeah.
actor portray those emotions. I feel like they almost felt like they needed to go and say these emotions, and I wasn't a fan of that. Um, but yeah, I thought Josh Hartnett did a good job. I know he's a good actor, so I don't think it was him at all. But you know, there was some really good moments, some moments that were weird, and that's with a lot of the characters in this movie. There's some really good dialogue, and then other moments where you're like, okay, you know what I mean? So yeah, this just felt like I don't know. You know, it sucks because it's a really cool concept, a very cool concept with interesting characters and a very interesting and fascinating story that had a lot of potential to it. But because of just the five endings that we had and some of those moments, that's what kind of drew me back a little bit, you know?
Yeah. No, I will say though, Josh Hartnett saved that movie in my opinion. Like I said, I don't know. I loved one thing I'll give it. I loved the character. All things aside, even if they told him to do it or who he did it,
Yeah,
I really liked the moments that like we were watching him like the whole idea is that he was battling himself and he was two different people within the entire time. So it was like watching him turn from the first person into the second person that he was talking
right,
about
right.
throughout the movie and those like moments when he was coming out. Super cool. Loved his performance. I thought M. Night's daughter did great. I think the daughter was okay too. I just think there were some points I think she was purposefully supposed to be like not annoying, but a little like come like, hey, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on
Right,
purpose to watch him his transition.
right.
Um, but yeah, man, I thought the shots were cool. I loved the idea of being like in the concert. It felt very realistic.
Yeah,
Like, no, I haven't seen a movie where like they do something like that. Like, at least in the style of how they did it. You know what I mean? It
yeah.
felt very realistic, like we were there.
M. Night's
I
visuals are
loved
awesome.
Yeah, visuals were amazing. I thought the soundtrack was amazing. It really touched on the visuals. I really liked the still shots a lot. And just the colors and the way they you know, just the way they go about everything, like hallway shots, the half shots, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All those, very good, very, very good. So yeah, I think if they cleaned up the ending, I think it'd be a lot better of a movie. Like I think it'd be ranked a lot higher for me.
I get that, baby. Yeah, I get
Yeah,
that. I'm trying to think of anything else I want to add to it. Yeah, I
I
mean,
can't.
the
I was
one
like, I
thing
can't really think.
you actually brought up a great point too when you were going on your little rant about the just the ending. The
Yeah,
fact that you're right, he has OCD and knows where everything is, and it took him that long to get in there is
yeah.
crazy. To
I
to
wouldn't
start
even like
to go into
react to that.
the
I wouldn't have
bathroom.
been like, I wouldn't like. I feel like it almost like. I guess the whole point is that he's like getting like double crossed, so he feels like overwhelmed, and maybe that's why he's not acting like his usual self. But I feel like it would have been really cool if like he like banged on the door for a minute and then out of nowhere just stops and like he just walks and gets the key and out of nowhere the door just like flies open.
There's moments where it was building up to that, and you know
Yeah,
exactly what I'm talking about when she's on the phone and stuff, and it ended up being another 5 minutes in there. But while she's in there, it keeps cutting to the door, and it's just banging, and it'll be silent, and then banging again. I expected, like
uh,
you said, him to just kick that thing open, bro, or it just doesn't make. I don't know, man. It there's a lack of urgency at times that I think was very frustrating. And you know
it
what I
was
mean? A
like
lack of
no, that's such
urgency.
a good point. Like they were building the urgency
Yeah,
and then they never like did it. Like it
yeah,
never happened.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So it was just building, 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 building for nothing.
And then it also felt like there was a with M Night. I would love to ask him this question. I wonder if they were scared that the audience wouldn't be on Cooper's side, because it almost felt like that at times. You know what I'm saying? Like, of
Hmm.
course, you and me are cheering Cooper on. The whole movie. We're like, dude, go kill some people, dude, go do this.
Yeah.
But there was just times where like the lack of urgency, he'd be really really smart at times, and then do really stupid things, and it just felt like they didn't want to let Cooper have too much shine. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's like almost like they didn't want him to be smarter. And that was
Right,
the whole point of the
right,
movie is he is smarter than everyone and he
right.
is able to get away with all the
You
shit.
see what I'm saying? I feel like
So
there
it's
was a
like
few
why
moments
didn't you
like
just
that.
just fully allow him
Yeah,
to have come out and done that. Yeah.
I don't know, but that's just maybe they're trying to show his human side popping out. I don't know, but it was interesting. Um, yeah, Brayden, anything else you want to say on this film?
Now, man, I feel like I touched on it. I gave you my whole rant. Everything else, like I said, I loved this movie until literally where I started that rant. I thought it was
Until
great.
Dawn.
Oh. No, I really liked how he was like progressively getting, more freaked out throughout the movie and he had to keep going and he started like asking stupid crazy questions like when the trap door opened, he was like, "We should go down there." And it's like clearly like he would never say something like that, but
Yeah,
now he's like going through every resort just to get out, you know what
right,
I mean?
right.
So, but yeah, yeah, I thought it was great. I think why am I forgetting his name? We just said his name a million times.
Josh Hartnett.
Cooper.
Oh,
Josh
Cooper.
Hartnett. Yeah, Josh Hartnett saved this movie, like from being completely, you know what I mean? And
Thanks,
not that
baby.
everyone else did bad. I think everyone else did great, but he like really is like what kept me engaged. Like I
Dude,
really enjoyed
him
what he
and
gave
Lady
off.
Spider.
Lady
Top. Lady
Spider,
Spider, dude. Stop playing. No, I agree. I think he definitely was
fucking Lady
a big.
Spider.
Lady Spider's so funny. So funny. But no, sorry, I
But
didn't mean to
yeah,
cut you off.
no, you're good. That was it. That was it.
Cool, baby, cool. All right. Let's go ahead and rank this bad boy. I went first last time. So, Mr. B, let's see what you do, baby. Go ahead and rank this bad boy.
I'm gonna give it an 8.2.
I like that. I like that. Yes, sir. I respect that. You know, it's funny, too. I was sitting here thinking, I was like, I think that it's kind of unfair for some of the hate that I'm giving it because I'm sitting here wondering if if Cooper, if we didn't know Cooper was the bad guy, would I view all these different character tendencies in a different light? Does that make sense?
It is funny you say that because I was even making the comment. They were only like so until he got in the bathroom, you saw someone like saw the Spencer guy unchained up. You only like we're just kind of wondering at that point why they were doing
Yeah.
certain shots, like looking at the cops and looking at
Right.
things like that. Like we didn't know why yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just kind of felt like, oh, maybe something's about to go down. Like we're
Mm-hmm.
scared. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then yeah, so I don't know, maybe.
Cause I just mean in the sense of like some of the stuff that he would say or some of the like stuff he would do, like it just seems so stupid because I feel like we're putting ourselves in this position of saying, if I was a serial killer, what would I do now? And then
Mm-hmm.
he wouldn't do those things, and I feel like that's not fair for me to compare that. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Rather than if we didn't know, that he was the killer, I feel like I would have enjoyed more of putting those pieces together than just kind of, judging him for the decisions that he was doing. So that's just something else I want to say too. Maybe I'm giving him an unfair hate there, but yeah, I give this movie probably I gotta watch it again. I'm gonna go 7 out of 10. Not a lot, not very high. I just, like I said, it just felt very. And it might have just been because I'm comparing me. I think that's probably what it is, actually, is I'm comparing myself to him in those situations, which isn't obviously what you're supposed to be doing. But it just felt like that's the one thing that you're risking when you give the audience goodness like that early on, or give them a big reveal early on.
Mm-hmm.
They're then going to kind of compare and run with that the rest of the film. And I feel like that's kind of what I did. But that's just me. 7 out of 10 for me, 8.2 for you.
8.2.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There you go, baby. You guys let us know what you thought of Trap and Josh Hartnett, baby.
There you go. Yeah, go watch it. Go watch it.
Go
Let us
watch
know what
it.
you think.
Yeah, comment
Maybe
down
you have
below.
a take that we're not looking at, or maybe, you just want to talk about Josh Hartnett.
Shirtless, Josh Hartnett.
Oh.
So yeah, go ahead and do that for us, man. Go ahead and like as well. Subscribe if you're new, baby. We have one of these every interact, share, all that. Share it to your calculator. We don't care.
Everything,
baby. We have a new episode of this every single week, by the way. So be ready for that. Usually Monday, Tuesdays is when we try to aim for. So be ready for that, baby. Definitely get the episode out on every Tuesday. So this weekend, what do we have this weekend?
Let me look it up.
Let's look that bad boy up, baby.
Let me look it up.
I actually have no clue. Movies this week.
I feel like it's a good one.
Oh, it ends with us, maybe. Oh, Borderlands. Borderlands. I've never played the game, so I'm gonna have a really interesting approach to it. But you got Eli Roth, Jack Black, Jamie Lee Curtis, Kate, Kevin. Oh my God, Ariana. Jesus, this cast is crazy.
The Well.
Kate Blanchett. That's wild. Yeah, this is gonna be it's gonna be interesting. So we'll definitely review that this weekend. I guess we'll see that. That's my first introduction into the Borderlands universe, though, so I'm pretty excited. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Have you played the games?
The Sean and them got me to play the third one one time, but I was like, meh.
What kind of game is this?
It's like a first person shooter. Oh, dude, next week is Alien, bro. I'm so hyped.
Hey, I got
to start. Diddy.
Gotta start. What? Did you say you said Giddy? I thought I heard something else for a second, brother.
It's called Diddy.
Was it actually called Diddy?
Yeah, it's that Asian movie.
Oh, dude.
It actually looked pretty good. Or the Taiwanese. I'm so sorry.
Whoa,
Guys,
dude.
I'm getting off.
It's you and Joe Rogan are like, yeah, get out of here, dude. What's Diddy about?
In 2008, during the last month of summer before high school begins, an impressionable 13-year-old Taiwanese American boy learns what his family can't teach him: how to skate, how to flirt. Continue. Let me read more. I want to read all. It won't let me read all. It seems pretty cool, though.
Okay, well, we're going to be reviewing Diddy this weekend. So... Diddy. Yes, sir. All right. But yeah, I love y'all, man. By the way, any movie recommendations you guys want us to watch, let me know. I'm going to try to get Brayden to watch this this one movie that
Nah.
no. Get out! I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
see the road. No,
It's Corey,
what's the name of
motherfucker.
this? You're so mad, dude. So funny. Yeah, Land of Bad, man. I want to finish watching that, and hopefully we can get Brayden to watch it too. We can talk about that next week as well.
Land of Bad.
Ready for that, baby? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, I love y'all, man. You guys stay safe, and we will see you next time.
Thank you, sexy viewers. We love you.